Now, today is a very special day. I don't got my stuff on because I took it off. I took it off a while ago, but I just graduated from college, got my associates. I'm about to go back another 2 years, so don't worry, I'm not fully done. I'm gonna get my bachelor's and shit. But yeah, I just graduated today. Ceremony was good, everybody was good, but there was this one girl. I'm pissed because she has a fiance. But off of that, yeah, it was a good. It was good, man. I enjoyed it. It was fun. But now I have my associates. Nigga. Yes, sir, on accounting. Now there are tons of people who are fake gangbangers, fake street thugs, fake thugs, really innocent motherfuckers, really civilian ass niggas. But there's something about a person if they're a real killer or not. Never heard of him before, but I seen his video. His name is Von Off 1700. Real killer or fake gangster? And the thumbnail is giving me fake ass gangster because he's so fucking. He looks like a baby. Oh, you can really put him on your shoulder and barf him and make him cough. Like.
This video is an educational documentary providing authoritative news.
But if he's a real gangbanger, nigga, you gotta be. I was just joking. This is a joke that we do on this channel, man. I'm a little bitch. I like to joke around. Like I'm a little bitch, bro. If you're a real killer, I like to joke around. Bro. Like you can really put my ankles to my head. Like I'm a pedestrian, my nigga.
In the journalistic context.
But if you're not, then you're a pussy. I don't care. I don't care. No, you're not intimidating. What you going to do to me? Yeah, I'm an internet thug, nigga.
Everything in this video has been taken from publicly available sources, and any footage used is covered under the doctrine of fair use. We have made every effort to ensure the accuracy of our sources, but I am not responsible for content that third parties publish.
That's funny.
This video contains themes of violence, death, and gang activity, but every effort has been made to censor this video in accordance with YouTube's advertiser and community guidelines. This video features no violence on screen, no explicit language, and no hateful language. If you want to see extended versions of my videos with much more detail, please visit patreon.com/CapitolRoss, where you can watch the director's cut for just $2. If you're not interested in that, hit the subscribe button and get ready to hear one of the craziest stories ever told. From the early 2010s to now, there are a few cities that are as talked about as Chicago when it comes to gangster rap. Whether it's the early days of Chief Keef creating street bangers whilst on house arrest, popularizing the phenomenon of drill music, the hyper-realistic modern-day rendition of gangster rap, which gave us the present-day king of Chicago drill, Lil Durk, whose auto-tune pain music about life in the streets landed him in the studio.
And if Vaughn was still alive, I would give that motherfucker to Vaughn. I swear to God, I would.
In the entire rap game. Chicago drill is arguably on top when it comes to the various subgenres of hip-hop. This hyper-violent, hyper-real evolution of gangster rap is here to stay, and it's truly changed the game when it comes to the junction between art and true crime.
I'm pretty sure G Herbo is going to be on that motherfucker, King Von for sure, Dirt, Chief Keef. There's one more person that I can't think of right now.
All of this hype, fans of Chicago drill culture always seem to pick a new target to be infatuated by, mainly on the basis of which gangster rapper really backs up their talk on the microphone with real drills in the streets. And in recent years, there's been endless online debates about...
I can't be on this bitch too much long, but goodness gracious, that head is crazy. Somewhere out of a goddamn Smithsonian, bro. This nigga got a real life chimpanzee head. This nigga got a real life coconut head. A real life pug head. Like this nigga had crazy. 2 different spectrums of head. Like shit is wild to me.
Exactly.
One you got as long as this nigga's neck, and one you got as big as this nigga's neck. Like, whoa.
Rappers are real killers, like they say, or just imposters building killer personas to gain popularity. With a lot of this debate taking place specifically in r/Chiracology, the Reddit community keeping up with the latest in Chicago street politics and drill music. These days, drill music fans are less interested.
It's not what I was expecting, but I love it.
Person's musical talent or output, and much more interested in debating the truth behind a rapper's savage persona, whether or not they can be linked to any crazy events or real-life murders. Figures like King Von, or rap's first serial killer...
Nigga, that nigga Von can get linked up, boy. R.I.P. Von. That nigga can get linked up, nigga. That nigga's all 3 of this shit, nigga.
In my infamous documentary, allegedly caught 7 bodies.
That nigga was a That nigga was a nasty nigga, bro. But he made some good ass music, and I wish he would have stayed out of that shit.
To the world in songs with millions of views. Then there's others like Taekwon World Will Tay,
Never
who
heard
are
of
more
him,
active on social media
obviously,
than in a
but
recording booth, regularly taking to Instagram Live to stalk enemy blocks and ask for shootouts.
Yeah, we got the jewelry with the out. He get left on the leaf. Damn. Look, here, no truck. Yeah, I still got my stick out. Time out, they tweaking. Every other block, pull up, they get it.
nah, he was a crazy nigga. What the fuck?
A prolific self-snitcher who at one point was
Self
actively trying to
snitcher.
arrange
Damn,
shootouts.
didn't one of these niggas die? No, I'm not. I'm being dead ass. Like, I feel like that name sounds so familiar, but I don't think it's him. So I think he might pull up somebody who actually got killed.
Trolls, and one of the people who was involved in one of the biggest crash outs in recent
Oh
Chicago
my
history,
God.
robbing an armored truck and leaving numerous people dead in a sloppy bank job that his crew had no chance
Oh
of
my
getting away with.
goodness.
More recently, there's Bloodhound Lil Jeff, who openly proclaimed to have as many as 10 bodies, and was recently gunned down on camera whilst literally trying to kill another person.
Oh
But
my
sadly,
goodness.
these figures often have a tragic ending to their story, whether it be life in prison or worse, even death. Hence, year after year, like some sort of twisted reality show, with the latest drill rapper and real killer losing their life, the community is forced to pick a new rapper to bring to the forefront of their discussions. Right now, one of the most buzzing names when it comes to the Chicago drill scene is a young rapper by the name of Von Off 1700. A shiesty-wearing, spectacle-rocking, Chirac
He looks
driller
better with the ski on. Like that, he looks somewhat more unpedestrian like, but he's still like a pedestrian with the ski. But he looks way more of a fucking threat, I guess. I don't even want to say that, but he really does with the ski because he looks like a different person.
Spectacle-rocking Chirac driller who wants you to believe that he's the realest thing to come out of Chicago since Von. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into Von Off 1700, taking a closer look at his music, his interviews, the stories around him.
And then when you see him like this, I take it back. He looks like a goddamn cheese puff. Like, his hair looks crazy. Like, no, I'm taking it back now. I take that shit back. This nigga looks so unthreatening. He was like a goddamn crab. Like,
has Chiracology in a frenzy
outside the Shell gas station, where the 31-year-old was killed a few
oh
days
my
ago.
lord! I ain't gonna say it because he's dead. I respect the dead. I ain't gonna say it. If he wasn't dead.
Video from several different angles captures Benoit's brazen killers getting out of their black Dodge Durango and opening fire.
Work out once and for all whether Von Off 1700 is a real demon or just a wannabe gangster rapper trying to play the killer.
Who is this? Who is this glasses wearing, squinty eyed, big round forehead ass thug? Like,
Von Off 1700, real name Davon Meeks, is a 21-year-old rapper from Chicago.
He kind of looked like E40.
Born in April 2003.
And your birthday while you're at it, the month and the day perhaps. April 22nd, coming up.
He grew up in West Chicago, or as locals refer to it, out west.
So, let the people know where you're from. You're from out west, right? Yeah, I'm on North Island, Atlanta. So
don't say where you from, nigga. What? Would that be considered L Block?
L Block? Fact, yeah. L Block, Talta Gang, SBG, Holly Grove, Salty Gang, T3G, T3 Gang, all the things.
An area often considered to be the most dangerous part of Chicago, even more so than the infamous gang-infested South Side. Out west is notorious for areas like West Garfield Park, which was labelled as Chicago's most dangerous neighbourhood and was covered extensively on this channel. But more specifically, Von Off 1700 is from North Austin, which is around 10 miles west or a 20-minute drive from the luxurious downtown Chicago. Also about 30 minutes away from Parkway Gardens, aka O Block, arguably the South Side's most notorious block. And as can be seen from the Chicago gang...
The most notorious is not always the most dangerous. Even though when you think of notorious, you are thinking about mad dangerous shit or mad infamous type shit. It's just more known.
The set that Von Off 1700 hails from, called Toss Gang, is deeply entrenched in gang territory, with this block literally being surrounded by numerous other hostile gang sets. Naturally, the themes of gang life...
Where is he at? Where is it at? I can't be on this too long, but where is it at? Is this right here? No, it couldn't be that. Where the fuck is it at? Like, I don't even remember what he said, actually. I just know it's known as L Block now. Well, what the fuck? I don't know. Damn, I actually can't. I don't know. Holy shit.
Being surrounded by numerous other hostile gang sets. Naturally, the themes of gang life and violence are what fuels Von Off 1700's raps, which make him one of the hottest rappers to be coming out of the city today. And while there's no doubt that Von has a lot of ability when it comes to rapping, what gets him a lot of attention, aside from his wild antics, is his very unique look. Fans in the Chiracology subreddit regularly mock Von Off 1700 for his glasses, which make him look like a bit more of a member of the actual subreddit than an actual gangbanger. Now, I personally think his glasses look super cool and pretty gangster. However, don't let the specs fool you. Von Off 1700 does in fact have a track record of arrests, with a gallery of his mugshots being shared to Reddit, possibly indicating he really is indeed a problem in these streets, with one mugshot even showing Von with facial injuries to his lip, with one person even commenting on one of Von's videos, saying that he can vouch that Von is really about it.
I don't know. To me, it seems like if that was true, that person wouldn't have came out and said they got shot. I don't know. Is that just me thinking that way? Because I don't think a person who got shot will come forth admitting that somebody is like that because they shot me. They shot them. The person that got shot wouldn't even let that be known to people. They would just get it back. But, right? If that was the case, wouldn't he have swooped by on Tay already and we would have heard about something? Maybe? Yeah, that just doesn't sound very logical. So.
And that he shot at that commenter personally in 2022. But despite his innocent looks, Von Off 1700 is clearly nothing to be played with. He allegedly hopped off the porch and got very active in the streets at a young age. In this picture, he barely looks 13, and he's already clutching a pistol like a natural. With people pointing out in the comments in the pic, his finger is on the trigger, and the cameraman was clearly risking their life just to snap this one. Now, sometime around this age, Von Off 1700 would join a gang set called Toss Gang, which goes by several other names, such as L Block, Sneaky Gang, and SBG.
So would that be considered like L Block? Fact, yeah. L Block, Talk Gang, SBG, Holly Grove, Social Gang, T2G, Teacher Gang, all the things.
This gang is based around several streets in North Austin, named North Laramie Avenue, LeClaire Avenue, and North Lawler Avenue. And as Von Off 1700 describes it, Toss Gang is all the same strip throughout North Avenue. But the gang is spread between 1400 to 1700 street.
Okay, I know where that is now.
From
okay,
1700.
So, like, how is the setup like? Is it like all within the same area? Or? Yeah, it's all the same strip. All North Avenue is just 1400 side, 1500 side, 1600 side, 1700 side. So it's just.
So is that all just one conglomerate gang then? Like everybody on that one strip are part of the same gang, or is it different gangs even though they're on the same strip, repping the same shit?
Destined into one. We all the same. All our blocks are all ill. We just got different.
Makes sense.
It'll be 1400 north, 1500 north, 1600 north, 1700 north, but we all the same, just all different blocks.
Oh, so that's why your name Von Off 1700, because you are.
I'm on 1700. Right.
Now, not long after he started gangbanging, Von actually moved
That's
to
hard.
Atlanta when he was
That's
around
actually
14
tough.
years old.
That's actually hard.
Now, not long after he started gangbanging, Von actually moved to Atlanta when he was around 14 years old, as he explains himself that his mum started making more money and moved the family out of Chicago so they could have a better life.
Speaking of your OG and possibly my mama more, want to dive a little bit deeper with your upbringing here. Now, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share where you were born?
I was born in Chicago.
And care to share where you were raised as well?
I was raised in Chicago.
And still reside in Chicago today.
No.
What age were you when you officially left Chicago?
I was like...
I hate the way he's saying this, 15, but I get it.
13, 14, 15, when I don't remember.
And care to share your current age at this point?
20.
And your birthday while you're at it. The month and the day, perhaps.
April 22nd, my
don't know.
Now, what was the reason for moving out of
I
Chicago
would get
at
pissed
that
by
time
how
in your
he's
life?
how he's asking me these questions. Like they're so
Oh.
baby down. Like
I think my OG just wanted to move. She was getting some bread, and she had a lot of money. And she just wanted to move, so we moved. But Von never lost his ties to Tosgang in the streets, and he was constantly coming back to the city of Chicago.
from Atlanta, Jesus.
Okay, so at 14 you moved to Atlanta, and then 2 years after that, back to Chicago. And then back to Atlanta again?
Yeah. No. Now, this has caused many Redditors to question these claims, as travelling back to Chicago from a better life in Atlanta just to gangbang seems like an odd and kind of pointless thing to do. And the fact that Von reps his set so hard and had been rapping about the streets of Chicago whilst he was living in the safety of Atlanta is something he would regularly be mocked for on Reddit. But despite how some Redditors would feel, that sentiment is clearly not felt amongst Toss Gang members, as Von is apparently respected and comfortable in his hood. It's clear from the Live with Barber Hood vlog that Toss Gang and their members indeed have a lot of respect for Von. At one point, Von of 1700 is posted on his friend's blog, surrounded by masked up goons who all appear to have his
Masked
back.
up goons. This nigga.
You taking out? Hey, Bob, you coming to the 7 block too? Where you from, man?
My block is this 7 ain't about 7. So we had to cross the street.
So now you know where Von comes from and exactly what 1700.
And this phone name block, this bro name block, and my block. This is my name block. Phone name block, bro name block. That's pretty dope. Bro name block. Phone name block. Whatever that means, fo. The folks in them, I guess. Fo in them block. Bro in them block. My in them block. Yeah.
Let's take a closer look at the Toss Gang crew so that we can better get an understanding of what Von has actually gotten himself into at a street level.
Talk to me. On the dead ones. All my niggas ain't gonna say nothing. They'll run. I will think about when I see heads come. I want to rep up some shit, but I don't rep shit.
Crew called Toss Gang, and this set is currently one of the most hated and notorious sets from out west in Chicago. Toss Gang, or TG, are the younger generation of a gang called L Block.
We run the whole house and I ain't
I hate this because they so passionate about this shit, and I get it. Like, they're not doing nothing for themselves to get out, but they're so passionate about this about this gangbanging shit.
all the way across the park.
Like, if they put that passion into something else, like if they found put this passion that they have and try to revert it into something else. You know, like how Von is doing, I guess. I think he's making music and shit. I don't know. That's what I just hope they did.
L Block's lineage is originally the Four Corner Hustlers crew, a gang which is much more common in the west of Chicago. Now, this gang alliance was formed around the 1960s in the West Garfield Park neighborhood, so Toss Gang's history is kind of different from the usual Black Disciple or Gangster Disciple lineage of more popular gang sets like O Block or STL EBT. In fact, the Four Corner Hustlers was formed as an enemy of the prominent Gangster Disciples way back when they established themselves in the West Garfield neighborhood. To this day, there are over 80 sets that were originally formed out of the OG Four Corner Hustlers gang, but these days, the past lineage of a gang is much less important than it was back then, and now, many of these sets claim to be EBK, or Everybody Killers, meaning they have internal...
I'm sorry, real quick, did anybody who has an iPhone, did y'all shit update? This might not get out until a while ago, bro, but as of November 27th, on a Wednesday, at 11 a.m., I got an update yesterday. My phone updated to iOS 18.1. This shit looks crazy. Did anybody else's update, or has anybody else updated yet? That shit's crazy.
Conflicts with and are willing to fight and kill members from gangs that rep the same faction as themselves. Therefore, just because Toss Gang were originally Four Corner Hustlers doesn't mean that they'd avoid beefing with other Four Corner Hustlers too. An example of this is Toss Gang's beef with Black Mob, another crew that were born out of the original Four Corner Hustlers gangs. Anyway, naturally, as an EBK crew, Toss Gang are involved in multiple deadly feuds with nearby blocks. Their most prominent beef is with Same Gang and Black Mob. And in typical Chicago fashion, Same Gang is quite literally one block west from Toss Gang, and Black Mob one block south, which puts these rivals in dangerous and deadly proximity to each other. But this isn't all of Toss Gang's beef, as Von would go on to explain. Because of gangs clicking up, Toss Gang are pretty much into it with most of West Chicago.
What got it like this? Like, how did it get to the point where it's like y'all toured the whole West Side?
Because be dying and clicking up. My dead homie was just losing and clicking up. Like, he's from all the way from the North Lawndale community, clicking up with the Austin community. Like, how y'all doing this type of stuff? Be clicking up. That's it. A lot of clicked up. All our ops clicked up. So if we want to be with the ops, we're down with the ops. So, bro, we're making it toward the whole West Side.
Which is the reason why Toss Gang are often repping the
That's
title.
not okay to be in it with the whole West Side. Fuck.
Most hated, and Von Off 1700 himself never holding back from dissing his ops, like in this Instagram live where he says outright that Toss Gang is killing Sane Gang.
One of the producers locked in with the ops. He say, man, yeah, don't be on that. I say, man, what he is? He's saying, gang, tell him we killing him. Oh my God. I say, he's saying, I say, we killing you.
Like most beef out west, a lot of Toss Gang's beef has been going on for over a decade, and they inherited beef from older members of L Block. This can be seen particularly from a Facebook post by a Black Mob OG who was telling Von.
I was about to say, this nigga was a little ass kid when this shit actually went through. But this shit been going through deep, bruh. It's crazy.
When the beef kicked off, the OG even claims that the war now has died down and questioned Von's gangster, claiming none of his so-called ops even know who he is. But regardless of Von's street credentials, Toss Gang are certainly knees-deep in a deadly war. In his No Jumper interview, Von Off 1700 was asked about his opinion on the Pushing Peace movement recently made popular by FYB J Main and Tay Savage, and without hesitation, Von Off 1700 would claim that he would never make a truce with his ops, as he has lost actual family members to this gang war.
Peace. How do you feel about J Man though? Like with the Push and Peace thing, he had to like link with Tay Savage to make that happen. So it's like kind of two people that are from opposing sides.
That's crazy when I seen this. It was some weird.
You can never imagine yourself doing that.
I'll never do nothing like that.
Really?
Hell no.
You're just anti-peace in general? Or?
No, just not with no. I'm into it. Hell no. Just hate that.
And again, how they said how are you into it with them people? I get it. Your people died. Your family members have died from this shit. But wouldn't that just make it all better to fucking squash it, though? Wouldn't it? I've never been in this situation, but that's what I would think people would want to shit to squash, bro. Assuming for the outside, I'm not going to speak on people from the inside. People, for me from the outside, I would like this shit. Like, I wouldn't want this shit to just keep going. No, I mean, if I was in the inside, I wouldn't want this shit to just keep on going. Because if it keeps going, who to say you won't lose more?
We won't even link up with them and push peace in the afterlife. Oh, bro, no. I'm great on that. Like, that's what they got going on. Like, I ain't knocking them for doing it. Like, I actually, like, salute them for doing it.
Okay,
to try to put a better image out there for people, but not the kid with the glasses. It's just too
not
serious.
The kid with the glasses. Yeah, you can't hit a nigga. You can't hit a guy with glasses. Dude, take your glasses off and smack you with your own glasses, bro. I'm not even about that life, but let's just keep it a beat, bro. And yeah, this nigga ain't doing shit though. I'm pretty sure.
Like,
I don't want to say what he's not doing, but his beef been older than you. So.
Cause I lost family, so a lot of people lost friends. I lost family, and then so it's just like
I get that.
He goes even further, saying whenever the ops die, look at us, us, team, we are killing their ass.
They ass lying, talking about some incriminating themselves on interviews. Look, for we is killing the ops for. I don't get no is killing their ass for. So tell them we is killing them for. That's what we doing to the ops for. When they die, look at us. Yes.
But when you say you're not saying that you personally want to be involved in anything like this, right?
We, team, whatever you want to call it, we is killing their ass.
Now, this is a crazy way to talk about what are, let's not forget, completely illegal activities happening in real life. To give you a sense of just how deadly Toss Gang's beef is, in June of this year, 2024, just weeks before recording this video, one of Von's best friends, Mook Money, was actually killed. Mook was shot and killed in West Chicago. He was only 19 years old. And because that murder was so recent, there's actually very little detailed reporting on it. But according to Chicago police, Mook,
and this is what he wants to keep happening. He wants to keep losing people when he had the chance to really just end this. Click up. I mean, not even just click up, but just fucking let this shit go. And again, I'm not from it. I don't know it. I'm not from the inside, but this is just for somebody from the outside looking in. Why not just want this shit to go? Just let go. You won't have to lose no more people. But I get it. It's not the same. It's way more deeper, broader. thinking and feelings with this shit. So I know that.
By a currently unidentified gunman. His friends would then drive him to Stroger Hospital, dropping his body off outside the emergency room, leading some to believe that he may well have been killed in a drill gone wrong, and that the other passengers in the car couldn't have taken him inside of the hospital without possibly catching a charge themselves. But things would get worse for Tosgang in June of 2024. Not even 2 weeks after Mook's death, another 13-year-old Tosgang-affiliated youth called Lil Mook was also shot in the head and killed.
The 13-year-old boy is dead after being shot on the city's west side. Police say that young teen standing on a sidewalk on South Independence near Western.
Just standing on a sidewalk, you can get lit up, bro. Wrong place, wrong time for a little 13-year-old kid, and this shit's gonna keep going on, bro. And this shit is sad.
When he was
This
shot,
shit is sad, bro.
Head, and tonight investigators still looking for that shooter.
Judging by his name, he could well have been a friend or relative of Money Mook, which is both heartbreaking, considering both murders were just weeks apart, but even more tragic, Lil Mook was only 13 years old, and regardless of your family ties or affiliations, that's truly too young to be considered a fair target in the gang war. According to witnesses, Lil Mook was playing with fireworks on the sidewalk.
Ain't nobody off fucking limits, bro. I think it was also from here, if not Taylor, the Taylor home. Somebody, a little kid, a little girl, bro. Like, these niggas go after little motherfucking kids, bro.
With his friends, when 2 or 3
because of how
teens
mad they are from shit that happened. I'm gonna stay out of it, though. It's not my beef. It's not my shit to talk about, but this shit needs to stop.
Suspects in this case have been spotted on local surveillance, and the police would seek to identify 3 shooters. The suspects are all alleged to have been around the similar age to Lil Mook, which really shows you just how volatile the gang war in West Chicago really is. In the footage, the teens can be seen unmasked, walking nonchalantly, and entering a local store, and just moments later, they allegedly murdered the 13-year-old in cold blood.
And this on camera, not on kids. Oh my god. Niggas are stupid as fuck, bro. Stupid as fuck.
Sadly, the 2 Mook's deaths weren't Von's only losses in this year, as in May 2024, just 1 month prior to those, Michael, another one of Von Off 1700's best friends, would also lose his life. But this one wasn't due to a murder, but allegedly, Michael actually overdosed on fake Percocets. Tragically, his death occurred around the same day as Von's birthday. Clearly, Tosgang are really in the streets, living the tough life that comes with hailing from one of Chicago's worst areas. This year, 2024 alone, has seen the gang lose 3 members, no doubt, this being an incredibly difficult time for Von Off 1700 and his friends, no matter how much success he's having in rap. But ultimately, these losses haven't stopped Von from calling out his ops at every occasion and talking very recklessly in interviews. Von clearly has no fear of acting wild on the internet, as in his interviews, he would wildly admit to apparent murders as he doesn't believe the evidence could be used against him in court.
If I sit right here and say, yeah, I killed today, and then it so happened a news article got shot yesterday, what they gonna say I did it just because I said? Nah. Alright then, I just killed. Just banned 2 just died. So come lock me up.
Even going as far as to admit to being a paid hitman.
I don't rap. I do a lot of like when money get involved with stuff like that.
You're telling me you're an assassin?
No, I'm not telling you nothing.
Oh, okay, but you're kind of like hitting at it.
Yeah.
But killing ops isn't just the only thing Von has been accused of or openly claims. Another notable event involving Von was when he was accused of stealing another Chicago rapper called Lil Zay Osama's car. Lil Zay Osama is a well-established Chicago artist with multiple hits, such as F My Cousin with Lil Durk. He's got numerous songs with tens of millions of views. Now, eventually, in a No Jumper interview, Adam22 would outright ask Von Off 1700 if he was the person to steal the car, with Von replying that he personally didn't take the car, but one of his friends did, which is where the confusion arose.
Okay, so you stole Lil Zay Osama's car?
No,
you specifically, or somebody that you know did it?
Somebody I be with stole it. Somebody I be with stole it.
Okay.
Von would say that his friends used to always be stealing cars as a sort of hustle, and that Lil Zay wasn't robbed because he was an op, but rather it was just an opportunity for them to steal a nice whip.
We used to be outside. We used to be stealing cars, and there's another who steal cars.
Okay.
And we used to be outside with them on some stealing shit. And then everybody just started putting us in. It was in like if they steal a car, they would steal a car. But they said they tried to say it, but everybody know they did that. Our name ain't on. I don't know why somebody put that as a YouTube channel. I seen that.
It was a situation going viral, like Bando KV and Lil Zay. And it was saying like they took his car or something. But like I heard like I might have had that first some like that.
Oh no, bro. Now we took one of caught one of our ops. I don't know what his dumb ass thought. He parked in his people stay in the hood, you know. He parked in front of his people crib. We just ran through the hood, you know what I'm saying? My dad, we ran through the hood, we see that, we take that, we look up. 3 weeks later, my homie girlfriend and his, you know, they in cahoots. Weird, but word got back like, oh, they got this con. They called us, man, that's my car. So I was getting riding and we'll come kill you out your car. My damn, we free threes.
With this brash and fearless personality, in an age of Chicago drill where the biggest rappers and
Nah, this nigga's rash as fuck. Nah, he reckless as hell on the internet. Who knows if he's a true one? What hence the shit that is talking about real killer or fake? What, like, he's talking mad crazy on this internet though. Real crazy, bro. He don't even give a fuck.
personalities are the ones with the realest street stories to tell. It's no surprise then that with this wild background, Von Off 1700 had the potential for a successful rap career. Once he picked up a microphone, it wouldn't take much for him to go viral.
Is any of this shit true? Well, I don't know. I think it's the shit that he's saying true about the stealing car. It's hard to say. It's hard to ask that question given everything I just heard about everybody asking about it and the fact that it actually did happen.
Von Off 1700 has had a keen interest in rapping ever since high school. As he explains in his interview with 16 Shot 'em, Von was influenced by his older brother, who he saw rapping at a young age.
Playing on rapping, been playing with it when I was like in high school. My brother was rapping before me. I used to see him rapping, so I wanted to rap with him, but he ain't never really let me rap with him. So I really started taking that on him like 2020 by myself, 2019.
His brother raps under the name SBG Brick, and the two have collaborated on music. But it seems that Brick was sent to prison soon after their first attempts at rapping. Ultimately, Von Off 1700 himself would begin rapping seriously in 2020. But it wasn't until last year, in 2023, when he really began to see some success with songs like Free Brick, released on the 29th of November 2023. Free Brick included all of the key elements for a hit drill song, including dissing dead ops and self-incrimination. The content of this song actually led to Von's own mother to disapprove of his music due to all the dissing that he was doing.
My first rap check was 5,000.
I wasn't really rapping. I was just dissing people. I was just dissing people. And then my mama real known in the city, so everybody was calling her phone like, oh, your son just said this in his song, and and she thought the whole world was trying to kill me. So it was like, she ain't really never liked me rapping, but now she on the train.
But regardless of his mother's disapproval, Von was seeing massive success.
Tell me, that 5,000 check, is that from this song specifically, or did he have other songs that went crazy? Because $1 billion, bro, he probably shot up to motherfucking 50, if not even 100K, with just that 3 million alone. So he was making that money just off of that. But there's no way he's not getting at least 100. There's no way he's not getting at least 10,000 subscribers off of 1 million views. That's impossible if he doesn't, bro.
Free Brick was garnering millions of views, nowadays sitting around 3.5 million views. One unique factor in Von's music is the unusual but very memorable beats that he chooses. These aren't your average drill instrumentals. Von's beat selection is much more similar to the hypnotic Houston DJ Screw type beats, maybe with a slightly faster tempo. On the 6th of January 2024, Von would keep up his momentum, releasing the new banger, Deck, featuring another very unique but addictive beat that resonated with his new fanbase. Von would begin the song shouting out SBG Brick, saying "Free my brother." He then describes shooting his ops in the neck, chasing them down, and finishing the job. Then, dissing the ops, claiming one had just died, and his gang didn't care about him, as they didn't post him. Going as far as to claim
that look, he has 90, he almost has and this is at that point in time, 5 months ago, he gained, I was right, 50 to 100. He probably had even 40 to 50. He still had over the limit that he needed to even get eligible for monetization. But this was 5 months ago, and he almost at 100K. So
top, and that Von
and this is
doesn't
the second video with a
age.
mirror.
Even if his ob's 2 years old, he'll celebrate their death. Now, by this point in January 2024, Vonov 1700 was gaining some real traction in the scene and becoming the next big star
how
in
was he
Chicago
getting
drill.
so
One
fast,
question was
though?
on everyone's mind: was Vonov 1700 really living the life he was rapping about? But based on his seemingly innocent looks and shining spectacles, as well as recent posts from his main ops, Black Mob, as well as skeptics in the Reddit community, suggesting that there may well be cap in Von's raps. But soon, one particular incident from summer 2023 would come to light, changing everything, setting the Reddit community of online detectives on fire and sparking a rumor that Vonov 1700 may just be the real deal.
Is it that same comment? Yeah, it's that same comment, but more
July
death, probably,
26,
right?
2023, Anton Benoit entered
Goodness
the Shell gas
gracious,
station on
$5 in Chicago? God damn, I'd rather just fucking walk. The fuck? This was last year, but even last year, this shit wasn't that bad. $6, bro. I'd rather walk. I'd rather take a bus. I'd rather be there two hours earlier, bro.
Street and South State Street in Chatham. Around 4:10 p.m., he approached Pump 1 to fill up his car, when suddenly, black Dodge Durango pulled up in front of Anton, with the driver and rear passenger exiting the vehicle and spraying their weapons in his direction. Both shooters were masked, with the driver shooting a pistol and the rear passenger shooting what appeared to be a mini Draco. To make matters worse, they would use their SUV to run over Anton as they exited the gas station.
Oh my God.
Anton Benoit was unsurprisingly later pronounced dead at the hospital. Now, when listening to the police scanner audio, it was reported that around 21 rounds were fired
The
at Anton.
South Side. Is that G Herbo's shit? South Side? No, I'm thinking of South Side.
We're getting 21 rounds, high capacity on the street. Nothing further, only
Oh my God.
3-4. Can you start rolling on that shot spotter, please? We're getting tickets, person shot. Stand by on that.
342, Bonaparte. We're at the Shell gas station. 613, got rifles on over here. 62 boys with a gray Dodge Challenger. At first they run him over at Pump 1, they drag him over, and then they shoot at him and flee eastbound on 87. I don't have a DOB yet.
Nah, running over him. Bro, they said running over him. Then they drag him. Like with the car? Or did they get out of the car and drag his ass and then kill him? And then shoot him? Because there's no way he wasn't already dead. After getting hit.
Which could even be seen in the massive amounts of evidence markers that were left at the scene. This attack was caught on camera from several angles and shared extensively on Reddit's Chicago drill community, Chiracology.
Chicago police have released new surveillance video of these three suspects. Watch that car there that's moving. This is a July homicide in the Chatham neighborhood. This happened near 86th and State on July 26th. So you see the three people there. They get out of that Dodge Durango, that all-black car. They shoot the victim, a 31-year-old man by the name of Anton Benoit. He was just standing in the parking lot of the Shell station, and then after they shot him, they ran over him with the car. This, as they were trying to get away from the scene.
They really doubled back just to run over him.
Died from his injuries.
Listen, Karen, the victim is 31-year-old Anton Benoit. He is from Chatham. He grew up in a very close family. He is one of 7 children.
Damn.
Family members say they hope that the surveillance video released today by police will help catch Benoit's killers. A small memorial left by Anton Benoit's family remains on the sidewalk outside the Shell gas station where the 31-year-old was killed a few days ago. Surveillance video from several different angles captures Benoit's brazen killers getting out of their black Dodge Durango and opening fire.
I know somebody.
But they say he ran over him. I didn't really. Did they double back and run over his ass? Like, what the fuck?
Somebody is.
Like, it's not making no sense. Like, did they run over him first, drag him, then shoot him, or did they shoot him first, then run over him? Like, what is?
If we knew something, we'll say something. We love everybody, so just try to help my brother.
Benoit's relatives, who did not want their faces shown, are asking for the public's help in finding the men who killed Anton at the Shell on the corner of 86th and South State.
That's crazy.
Apparently was pulled up at pump number 1
that bitch is still open though after a fucking
around
incident like that
on
right
a Wednesday afternoon.
We love helping people. We love laughing. We love smiling.
Family members say Benoit was excited to begin a new job at FedEx after spending
No,
a
that
few
better do them
years
justice,
in and
though.
out of prison.
He looked forward to building his own family. He looked forward to changing his life around. He was changing his life around. He was doing a really good job.
A viewing will be held for Anton Benoit tomorrow, followed by a funeral on Wednesday. Police say If you recognize the shooters in that surveillance video or have any information about the crime, to please contact Area 2 detectives.
Family members of Benoit claimed that he loved helping people and that he was looking to begin a new job and change his life after being in and out of jail recently. Now, an attack this brutal and seemingly targeted surely would not have been random. Clearly, the shooters wanted Anton dead. Later, it was claimed on Chiracology that Anton Benoit was in fact affiliated with a gang set called Bashtown.
This is the guy bragged about
Now, Von of 1700 was not initially being tied to this murder, maybe due to the fact that it occurred in a completely different side of the city, around 30 minutes from
86. And this is North Austin, so that's 30. So he drove all the way over there to shoot him? Really? I mean, that's how it works. Niggas ops, they really drive over to up to their spot and start letting them go. Like, that's really how it is. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's really how it went.
Fans began to notice some clues that Von had been posting around, possibly on purpose. The first sign was on Von's social media, where he posted a picture wearing an identical fit to one of the shooters that was seen in the surveillance footage of the murder of Anne. Von could be seen wearing what appeared to be the very same shiesty mask, black hoodie, and torn jeans. But what's worse is the shooter also appeared to be wearing glasses, just like Von, which arguably is pretty unusual in Chicago. But he didn't stop at just posting with the same fit that was worn on the drill, because in an interview on No Jumper, Von also made some pretty self-incriminating comments, where he specifically told Adam his gang was killing the ops. When Adam tried to get him to clarify that Von didn't mean himself personally, Von replied that he meant it. We, team.
I don't get no killing their ass, for. So tell them we is killing them, for that's what we doing to the ops, for. When they die, look at us, yes.
But when you say we, you're not saying that you personally want to be involved in anything like this, right?
We, team, whatever you want to call it, we is killing their ass. If any of you gonna get me locked up, let me know now, because I'm going to trial as soon as they say, yeah, we got this evidence from this interview. If y'all don't get y'all dumbass on.
In the same interview, Von also eerily said that he used to steal Dodge Durangos, but he doesn't get in those anymore.
And the cars we be stealing, is some of the cars I don't even get in no more. Like RT Durangos, I don't get in them cars no more.
Okay.
An interesting comment when you consider that a Dodge Durango was the exact vehicle that was identified as having been used in the murder of Anton Benoit. A very specific detail to mention, almost as if he wanted people to speculate that he was the shooter. Was he self-stitching or false claiming? Still, Von didn't stop there, as he would hint towards this theory in his music too. On the 23rd of April 2024, he would release his new hit, Flame Out, where Von raps about murdering on camera and watching the footage back like an adult movie. And then, more specifically, he mentions catching an op trying to get gas and bouncing out blasting. Then, he takes it a step further, leaving nothing to the imagination, putting it on God that he committed the murder. In addition, on the track SOB, Von also seemingly mentions the murder, where he refers to sliding south, possibly a reference to them travelling to the other side of the city to do the drill. Then, he mentions using a Draco and a 45, which was seemingly matching the descriptions of the gun seen on camera being used by the shooters. All of this seemed to be a less than subtle reference to Anton's death. But while a lot of that does seem quite convincing, many are still saying that Von is not really the killer, inferring that he may well actually be trying to claim a body that isn't his just for clout. For example, this Redditor, who believes Von and Ant could never have even known each other, would also doubt the authenticity of the theory regarding Von's outfit, which seemingly matched the outfit in the surveillance footage. Now, the main doubt is due to the fact that the murder happened pretty far away from Von's enemies' hoods, and Ant seemingly had no ties to their rivals either. Also, Z Money, a Chicago rapper affiliated with Same Gang, recently appeared on No Jumper and cleared up the rumors that Von had been spreading about him. He would question Von's street credibility the whole interview and called him a liar.
Name him. He told me he won't agents out. Scratch, you ain't never. You ain't got no money still with the fame you got. You ain't like literally. How you feel about his music? Cause his music going up though. Like you can't respect the music though. I can't respect the goofy. I don't even know his music. I don't know him. Yeah, I told you this. I don't even know him. Like me, my morals and him couldn't even hang around me. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he doing this and doing this. Like he couldn't even hang around me. And he's like flies and like I got real young, real live hurt people. Like for real. Like no funny. And it's like he a fairy tale, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he get up and I just killed it. Like you so stupid. You was really like that. That's a real case, you dumbass little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Nick talking on these interviews and he trying to seem cool, you really a dummy. You know what I'm saying? You really showing your true colors.
An interesting comment appeared on a Reddit repost of that interview, which agrees if you're really killing people and going on interviews bragging about it, either you're dumb or a liar.
I just thought that was common sense that I never even pointed it out. Because I always thought it was common sense to not brag. Like there was like 2 points. There's 2 times in this bitch that I was like, why are you saying why are you saying this? Why are you? Oh, like this is a case. You But he, like he said already, he don't even give a fuck. He don't even give a fuck. He said it. He said that shit twice too.
A proof of stupidity. Now, this may
Two
explain why
different
Von
times,
1700 has been so reckless when discussing the murder, as he knows that in reality he had nothing to do with it, other than sharing the outfit and wearing glasses just like the shooter in the murder. Now, Von may be using this pure coincidence just to increase his savage reputation and make it appear as if he's a killer, causing fans of drill music to really believe his raps, boosting his rap career in the process. Now, Von of 1700 may be more calculated than the average listener gives him credit for, but interestingly, he openly admits that he doesn't take any drugs or intoxicants.
And I don't do no drugs or none of that. So I be on alert and on point. So
that's like, dope.
I'm cool. So everybody, like in the party, everybody be getting high, drunk. I be walking around with like 10 phones. I got everybody's phone, everybody, everything. So it's like, it's don't.
So you don't drink, you don't smoke pills, anything?
No, I used to drink lean, but after when I got locked up, I fell back off the. But sometimes I still, like, bro don't come around, I get off the drink. But I don't. Well, that shit be putting me to sleep. So I don't.
Yeah, I've never been high before. Like, I've never smoked weed before. Are you the same way?
Yeah, I never smoked weed before. Never.
Now, the gas station incident may really just be a formula for him getting some success in the rap industry and creating some buzz around his name. As to this day, Von shows multiple clues in his video that possibly indicate his role in murder, like this shot in the track Flame Out, where he points 2 pistols at a dead body, indicating that he did the murder, or filming his latest music video Beat
at
the
the gas station.
Shell gas station, and again referencing a murder on camera in the lyrics. Clearly the location choice of this video was intentional as a nod towards a rumoured gas station hit. However, surely if Von really did kill Ant that day, he wouldn't be so heavily referencing his part in the murder. Well, what fans perhaps didn't realise is that these lyrics may actually be referencing a completely different murder, with some insanely coincidental similar details. As it turns out, another man named Anton was also murdered in 2023, with this Anton allegedly being affiliated to Toscan's rivals, Same Gang. He was also killed in a gas station by 2 shooters, with this murder taking place in Chicago's west side in the Austin neighborhood, which is exactly where Von of 1700 is from. Anton Juan Smith was killed on March the 17th, 2023 at 8:45 p.m. on the 300 block of South Cicero Avenue at the local gas station. Anton Juan Smith was killed in his driver's seat when 2 shooters approached his car.
But again, that didn't look like the same gas station, but at the same time, that could have been any gas station that he just found to make the video. It wouldn't make no sense for him to be at that same gas station. That's not the gas station that he killed that man. So
shot in the chest,
make it hit harder.
Died at Stroger Hospital. Both cases have a striking resemblance to each other, but one was way more publicised than the other, with surveillance footage being released to the public. Allegedly, Anton Juan Smith was actually a member of Same Gang, and maybe Von of 1700 was referring to the murder of Anton Juan Smith rather than the murder of Anton Benoit this whole time, with Reddit actually getting the crime wrong. In this picture, Anton Juan Smith can actually be seen at that very same gas station, and on the track Flame Out, Von of 1700 raps We Left in the Thorntons, which is located right near Cicero Avenue, where this murder took place. He also raps about killing the op inside of his car, which differs from the July murder of Anton Benoit, but matches the second off-camera murder that I just identified. And eerily, this Anton looks much more similar to the man in the picture that Von of 1700 is pointing his gun at in the music video. Now, this is all speculation, and nothing can be proved with the evidence provided, but regardless, all of this controversy and the recent stream of hit songs he's been releasing has made Von of 1700 one of the hottest prospects in drill music right now. He recently signed a deal to the highly reputable label Sony Music.
My first deal was to do my first deal was the distribution deal. I don't know like what's the difference, but I got a distribution deal as my first deal. Like the advance was decent and everything. I just ain't.
Damn, I didn't think he was going that stupid. For him to get a goddamn record label deal, well, a distribution deal, I should say. Damn, what the fuck?
April, dropping his first full-length project, Through My Hood, F Your Hood. And judging by the view counts on his various songs, interviews, and his Instagram like counters, he's clearly on his way to success in the rap industry.
Crazy
but the question remains, is there a murder charge waiting around the corner, ready to derail his music career just as it got going? Or is Von of 1700 really just falsely claiming murders that he had nothing to do with, just to get ahead in the modern-day gangster reality show, drill music? If it's the latter, then perhaps Von of 1700 is much smarter than we're giving him credit for. If the former, then he really is a dummy, ready to crash out. But clearly, right now, Von of 1700 is much more focused on his music career.
Damn, he's with Polo G and G Herbo?
Because he's been making smart moves, networking in the industry, and focusing on the music. He's linked up with rap heavyweights like Polo G, Sexy Red, and G Herbo.
Chicago Bull versus Chicago. For you, I look like a scat player.
Nigga, what? Sexy Red just said, Von, I need some head. That's some cap ass shit. What the fuck? There's no way. Because that picture would be Sexy Red, not whoever the hell that is. And I think it's two D's too. Pickable.
That's telling you if you've been trained by a sharpshooter, bro.
He's
But we
trash.
already
He
heard.
is
No,
dirt.
hell no. Hell no.
At the end of his new track, SOB, he even teased a new song with Bronx drill legend in the making, D-Thang.
Tell him where you at, bro.
No, rack right now, really trenches. Like,
with no what on you there?
No security, not.
Who the security? Wait, who the security? Hold on, security, get ready, security, get ready, security, get ready. Where my security at? What is security at? What is security at?
Want to see my security?
What is security at?
Want to see my
Show
security?
them the security. Alright. Alright.
Security?
What is security at?
This nigga, I ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna get my shit shot up. This nigga looks like a hunchback. Like he need to stand up straight. Either he really built like a character off of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Hunchback ass. Stand up straight, nigga. Fuck.
Show them the security. Alright. 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 Tell them you out here. Tell them you out here. Tell them you out here.
We in a rack, in a real rack.
In the real rack.
Alright.
In the real rack. The real
Hey,
shot.
look, we just rolled through my out there.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Now, we may never know if Von really was the shooter on July the 26th or on March the 17th, 2023, or maybe we will soon. That might be the end of him. But right now, only one thing's clear, and it's the fact that as it stands currently, Von off 1700 has great talent and a lot of potential to make it in the rap game. Right now, his name is ringing in these streets, but the jury's still out on whether or not that's for the right or wrong reasons. Hopefully he can stay out of trouble and keep the self-incrimination to a minimum, and then, maybe one day, he might well be considered a Chicago drill legend. I know this is a weird thing to say, but I genuinely hope he hasn't actually killed anyone. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments who you think I should cover next. And until next time, it's been Traplaw Ross.
Yeah, that was cool, but I said what I said. I said what I said. Let's see how far I am. Fuck.